Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right phase, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Thinking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, is another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Hey, he made it happen. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back, Just Cash. It is Tuesday, July 2nd, and as always, joined by Underrated. What's going on, man?
Chilling. Coming off a great day, huh? 8-3 yesterday we were.
Pretty good. I'm not mad at all about that. I know we had a few disappointments, mostly from Dallas. You know, Enrique came up short and McCowan came up short, but other than that, pretty solid day. You know, I think from the stream yesterday, we had Brianna Jones burned us for that or under her 5.5 rebounds. And, I mean, everything else, though, I mean, it looked really good. We had a really solid day. Absolutely killed the second half betting. And if you guys are wondering where you can find that, make sure to check it out. Links down below. We're still running our free Discord right now. We're going to be doing that until the end of the week. And while you're down there, make sure to check out or make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for us. Really, it's doing us a huge favor. And, you know, as always, we can't do this without you guys. So, again, thank you so much.
Yes, we love you guys. And guess what happened? Yesterday we had 50 likes. We actually got 60 likes, which was amazing. But we hit that 50, and look what happened. Hit that 50, went 8-3. Hopefully everyone out there won some money as well. And that's how we do this, right? We do it as a team.
Exactly. Yep. And it was, you know, overall a really good day. Like I said, especially with the live betting, you know, some of these slates gonna have kind of medium expectations, but if you're watching the games and get a good read on it, you know, days like yesterday, I mean, man, there were so many green slips in the Discord. It was crazy. Yeah.
No, the second half plays, man, are fucking money. Because I was saying it yesterday too, and it really makes sense. You know, we sit here and go through all the games. We understand what's going to happen. We know what to look for. First half happens. We look at what they do. We know how these lines move up and down during the first half. If a player does really good, they're going to go up. If a player does really bad, they're going to go down, and we take advantage because we know what's going to happen. And we know because we're ready. Because it's kind of like studying for a pop quiz is what it feels like.
Yeah, honestly.
That's what these streams are. We're studying for our pop quiz.
Oh, 100%, you know, and it goes a long way, especially if you know kind of what we're already trying to predict is going to happen. You know, if you see that is in fact happening, you know, we'll have a lot of the times where a player is on pace to get their full game line, and they set the second half line, you know, equal to that. So if you're already, you know, on a player going down that path anyways, it just makes sense to, you know, try not to double dip and triple dip. Obviously, you don't get too carried away with it, but you know, you'd be surprised. A lot of the stars don't have to align. You're making a good play off of a good read already.
Yep, it's awesome. It's profitable. It's profitable. So everyone who's here, they obviously know they like to win money. I mean, that's why we're here. We're gonna all win money together. That's what we do.
That's right. You know, we sink or swim together, and A lot of times, again with live betting, we could have kind of a rough start to the game or some first half stuff miss and then get bailed out with that on the back end. It's an interesting thing that we do here for sure. There's a lot of breaks that we can get. There's a lot of traps that we can fall into, and we'll just do our best to navigate between the two.
Yeah. And yesterday I feel like we did pretty good. The only thing we messed up was we were on the Cloud assist being under and actually Sutton didn't start. So that kind of backfired on us. Cloud went fucking crazy. But we did hit everything else that happened without Dino, without Tarasi. We saw Griner do what we thought. We saw Copper do what we thought, and we saw Cloud, of course, was the sneaky one. She went crazy.
Yeah, she did. And it was great to see a lot of those come into play. And again, talking about the assisting, that was again based off of if Sutton was going to start. So under that assumption, we were going to go down that path, and then we also talked about as well on stream that they could go big, and I wouldn't be surprised to see both Mac and Griner starting, which in fact we did see. So
you did say that. You did say that.
Yeah. So sometimes it kind of sucks to lock in so early, especially whenever we're waiting on news like that. So that would have been a thing, if we were dabbling in. But at least once we got the news off of that, it was like, okay, now we can make easy movement and make a bunch of last minute adjustments, because we also had like Copper PRA, which ended up being a steal at 26, and the being able to catch up, just a couple of different last minute lines like that. Like for example, for Dallas, we got confirmation that Odyssey Sims was going to be starting, and oh man,
forgot about that one. Yes, you killed that.
Last year, that was just a gold mine. Whenever she was in the starting five, Enrique was clearly taking a backseat to the playmaking. And yes, she did start off kind of warm. I'm not even going to say hot, but that first half, she made us sweat a little bit with 3 assists and then just nothing. That was it for the rest of the game. And we saw Enrique play hero ball in the second half like she always does. And she wasn't trying to play make. Like, that was a wrap after that.
No, that was a beautiful call. That was amazing when I saw you put that up. I was like, oh, there it is. And it almost backfired on you at the beginning, like you said. But, man, when those unders are the way they're supposed to be and some lucky shit happens at the beginning, you still got a good chance to hit those. That's why I never get scared when we're, especially with assist ones where you knew that call was right. Just a couple little lucky things happened and gave her 3 to start off. But, it kicked back in how it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and I mean, same thing for Brianna Jones yesterday as well. We were sitting pretty going into half, and then she just like ripped off 3 right off the bat. And I mean, hey, when you're just standing there and you don't even have to fight for a rebound, it just falls in your hand. That it is what it is.
I mean, it doesn't make the bet bad. It just happens that way sometimes. That's why it's called betting, right? But we still went 8-3. You can't hit everything, but 8-3, I'll take that all day, every day. And we're gonna ride off into the sunset, buying whatever we want off bookies' money. How much more fun can you have?
I don't know. We still definitely turned a profit. Had a really solid day, so I'm not even gonna sweat it. We are gonna. Obviously, we're trying to sweep, but, we are going to have a couple misses here and there. So.
Oh, you also did, not counting the 8-3, you also hit your book plays, too. Your money line plays hit, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The DK plays from yesterday, I think it was minus 156, 159. Yep, that came through. And both of the money lines that we were talking about also hit.
Yeah. So, going off of that, what are you looking at today? We got 4 games. That's a lot. Anything sticking out here on DK that you're looking at?
Yeah, so, I mean, tonight, I think a clear-cut favorite, Vegas is definitely going to give them the business tonight. I'm even entertaining possibly this 13.5 point spread here, but probably going to stay away from that. Yeah, Vegas is definitely winning. I mean, that I'm not even doubting. Mm-hmm. So, I think this New York game is really interesting. They are going to be back in New York after playing the Commissioner's Cup on the 25th, and Minnesota, I mean, really coming off the back of Bridget Carlton and company, they stole out and kept out and won the Commissioner's Cup. So yeah, I get the feeling, man, we're going to get the narrative going back the other way, and we're going to see New York come out and handle business But the only thing I'm concerned about is we got that midday Q tag with
Yeah,
Sabrina.
yeah.
And I don't know how to
Sabrina
feel
doesn't
about
play. Ooh, watch out. Sabrina's huge.
that. She's definitely a huge part of, I think, the overall success of this team. But I mean, we do have Vandersloot back, and I could see them probably starting Phoebich. More than likely, I think they're going to do it.
Did you say it? Hold on.
Yeah, that's her name. Phoebich.
Their name again?
No.
Okay, you don't have to. Just wanted to see if I could make you.
Yeah, that is her name. I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
I mean, more than likely she'll probably start, but if Sabrina's going to be out, we'll talk about some of the individual players as well. But she was not a participant in shoot-around, and it looks like she has some kind of illness, so we will stay tuned for that.
Now, did they take her props off the board right away?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me this, and this is where we usually find the value. I mean, we can get right back to whatever, but real quick, if Sabrina's out, what stands out to you as far as props? Does anything stand out?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a couple that we need to consider. One of them for sure, and she only got a slight bump for this, so I think this is still very appealing. But Brianna Stewart, PRA, she's going to have to be doing a lot more tonight. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's going to have to shoot the ball more. That overall field goal volume for Sabrina being kind of left to fill this void. I mean, she's been a bucket. I mean, we're talking almost averaging 18 field goal attempts per game here over the last 5. And this doesn't even have the Commissioner's Cup on it, just FYI. If you're looking at RotoWire, for whatever reason, they don't have that. And they had it listed as DMP from last year as well. So just a heads up there if you're searching for the last game log. But yeah, I mean, this is so much just raw shooting volume that's going to be missing. I mean, this is one of their primary three-point shooters. So I get the feeling if she does sit, we could also see a scenario that wouldn't surprise me where they slide Laney back down to the 3 and they start Thornton down, or they slide Laney back to the 2 and they start Thornton at the 3.
Right.
I'm thinking we actually could see that because they still need a 3-point scorer, and Phoebich is really not that person. I mean, she's more of a slasher and rebounder. Now, in that same breath, though, if Phoebich starts, for sure, I like Brianna Stewart way more, a lot more, hands down. I mean, she's going to have to do so much more here.
Yeah, no, I see that. You know, it was interesting. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember JJ also did a bunch last time. We had Sloot out for a while, and even JJ picked up some slack there. JJ's been crazy. Is she hard to count on for you today? I see you going straight to Bree, so.
Yeah, I mean, so I think that JJ is still going to thrive on the glass. The only problem for me is just how assertive she wants to try to be, just overall shooting volume. But, we're not going to – I'm going to say do not sleep on Alana Smith. I don't know why they keep bumping Alana Smith's fantasy down. This is the second time now from the day. But Alana has been a very, very good – I wouldn't say lockdown defender, but she is – been really solid, and she's been tasked with basically taking on that opposing big role, the Asias, the JJs, the Tina Charles, whatever, Griner, all these different bigs. She's been tasked with doing that, so I gotta assume she's still gonna cover JJ again. I mean, JJ really didn't do shit this last game, man. I can't even 3 points, that was just ugh. But these last couple games, I don't know, we've just seen her kind of take this dip back down. And Stewie kind of been stepping it up a little bit more lately. This has looked a little bit more normal for her. And one thing that I really like for Stewie, just kind of, especially for the RA department, anytime that Sabrina was out last year, Stewie averaged 15, almost 15 and a half RA per game. If she's going to shoot the ball a little bit more too, on top of that, I mean, one of these two lines got to be pretty appealing.
Yeah. Stewie's been a weird one this year. I haven't been super excited to click on her. There was a few times when I was like, oh, this game just feels like a Stewie game, and I took her over for second half. But before the game starts, she's been hard to call, it seems like. You know, she kind of comes out and plays. You can kind of tell when the game starts if she's going to go for it or not.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
I mean,
but yeah,
I
I think you're onto something. If Sabrina's out, she kind of has to, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and she has to.
Yeah.
And
that's a big game.
You know, yeah, I feel like New York's definitely going to get back up for this game. I really want to give them the dub tonight. If I gotta say, this might be
Even with Sabrina out?
might be a 2-picker.
Even with Sabrina out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I Minnesota's got the right stuff, no doubt, and you guys know I love me some Minnesota, but
Yeah, you do. What the
there's
heck?
something about this. There's something about this game, man.
Okay.
Because I called the Commissioner's Cup. Now I definitely called that. I said Minnesota was winning the shit, and they were the underdogs and everything. I think this time, with or without Sabrina, New York's gonna get this dub.
Okay. I'm with it. I could see it. When you have one of those gut calls, you kind of got to go with them. It makes sense too. Just the way the teams are coming off what they've been playing. Without Sabrina, I'm a little scared, but hey, I'll just say I warned you later.
No. They're not losing twice at home. Not happening.
Uh-oh. When you're that serious and that sure of yourself, I start getting scared. You sound like young.
I got that. I got that 85% gut rumbly in my tumbly.
The 85%. There you go. I like that. The 85%. Got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Shoma yesterday, 85%. Yep. Yep. Man, I put him in like 10 plays. Let's go. Gotta post them all soon.
Yeah, just real fast, I guess, for the rest of the teams here. The Atlanta one feels kind of like a pick 'em, but Chicago's been pretty solid, so I would probably just split a half unit or put a half unit on them for the money line. And the Sparks game, I'm good on this, man. I'm just gonna watch that. Probably under on the total, but
or not watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, just watch that going by.
But I do like your call with Rakia. We'll talk about that later.
All right, well, I mean, hey, let's go ahead and hop into the questions, comments, and all that fun stuff. And
cool.
I'm probably just do this for the next 40 minutes.
Okay, I looked at this and I was already happy. The very first comment today was not Youngin. It was not Ian. It was not Sean. And I'm not saying we were battling for that or anything, but we kind of are. And Mike says, LFG, smoke him if you got him. And that's what I'm saying. I'm very happy that Mike is first today because that means I get to smoke first to start off the show because I was waiting for that. So thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Where do I collect my money? Mike says, Youngin and Ian. My Cash App is, Mike wants his fucking money. Stewie, and more Stewie. PRA points, P&R, PR, fantasy, all of the Stewie. Mike likes Stewie, just like you. And now, do you play Stewie if we get news that Sabrina is in still? Do you hold off? That's the question. Are we waiting for news to play Stewie?
I mean, I kind of like the PRA as a whole, to be honest. I think if Sabrina's out, I mean, I definitely like the RA even more. I mean, she directly impacts that for sure. But I think as a whole, we could probably go out on a limb with the PRA right now. Because I mean, it also is kind of a discounted line for Stewie. I mean, this is pretty fair.
It's that Minnesota matchup line, huh? They just dropped it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Youngin's here. Let's get it, Youngin. You came in second. Nothing wrong with second. I don't believe in that Ricky Bobby stuff. I'm happy with second. Youngin says Dawson over 18.5 PR. What do you think about that? I'll light this while you think about Dawson. I know you like Dawson today too.
Yeah, I did. I definitely had interest in her straight up points. I think this was a solid look. Her fantasy was at 25.5, and I probably still would play it at 26 if this thing will click. She's been doing a lot lately. I mean, she's really been setting the offense. She's been getting active on the glass. She's obviously killing it from three. I don't know if I want to run 2.5 threes made. That's kind of pushing it.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that. But the PR, I can get behind that. 'Cause I did like just the straight up scoring upside. I mean, she's been doing kind of everything. So didn't mind either one of those. And it was a bump line. So if you guys are not wanting to get that bump line, you got to make sure and get in the Discord. Get down, get in the Discord.
Hey, the Discord be money, bro. The Discord be money, bro. You be getting value, and then you're sitting there happy with the best plays. You don't got to sit there and play bump plays. That's the worst. And I also want to say, Youngin and Ian, if they're not in the Discord, that's why Mike beat you today, because we posted in the Discord first. The show, the link for the stream, and that's why Mike came and whooped y'all today. So you might want to jump on in there, get a little head start. Youngin says Nalissa under 22 PRA. Nalissa under with Fag Bentley back. That's interesting.
Yeah. And the last thing I was looking for Dillison, though, was his first half PRA at 11. It was 10.5 earlier, but she's been killing this.
Let me check Underdog. Maybe they're still at 10.5. While you talk about Nalissa, if you want to.
Yeah, Smith. So Smith is really interesting today. I'm definitely interested in the unders and the PRA. So the PRA looks like it either went up or you're getting it at already a discounted line, because PrizePicks has still got it at 23. So let's give a little look-see-boo to Underdog.
And Dolson is actually 10.5 still on Underdog too, FYI.
Oh, first half?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Underdog already looks like they made their adjustments. Let's see what these book odds are looking like. I don't even think she has a PRA line on the books. What's her PR? All right, so look at this. I mean, the PR 21.5, and it's already got juice on the under. It's minus 125 on FanDuel. All right, so Underdog's definitely ahead of that. PrizePicks looks like they are bumping my plays. That's unfortunate.
No, it's not. Not if you're in the Discord already.
Yeah. Well, we previewed Rukia here a couple times, so hopefully you guys got that in at 7.5. But either way, Nalissa Smith's really interesting today. So I almost get that suspicion that Fag Bentley could potentially start, but
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think Nalissa's been playing better. Maybe I'm wrong, but they were taking Nalissa out quick before she got hurt. Fag Bentley got hurt, remember? She was starting and there was no turning back.
Yeah. And again, I think with it, so if Bentley is coming off the bench, she kind of impacts, Boston a little bit and kind of plays the dance between the two of them. But if she starts, obviously she's going to just, kill Nalissa Smith altogether. It's a scary rebound matchup to go against Nalissa here. She's gonna be squaring up against Asia, and there's gonna be a lot of shots up on the inside.
One thing I will say though, obviously you got to be ready with that in the queue already, because once the news comes, they're gonna pull it. But hey, if you have that ready and you see Nalissa's not starting, there, of course, get that ready.
Yeah. Hey, because, look at last year. Nalissa, she's definitely got some history against being able to play up against Vegas, and it would make sense. I know the first game that they played, she just didn't shoot a lot. She came off the bench. That's right. She came off the bench for that one. So even in limited minutes off the bench, she had 19 minutes. She shot 4 or 5 from the field and still had 6 rebounds.
I remember that. I was all over her under rebounds and under points and all that, and she came in and still got 6 rebounds.
Yeah, so that was a little scary. It's really just from the pace. Vegas plays usually number 1, number 2 top pace in the league, and teams play up to Vegas. So
can we say just take the under if she's obviously not starting, and then besides that pass?
Yeah. Honestly, I would probably even consider the fantasy under too, because if she's coming off the bench, then she's not going to get that extra block upside early against Asia. And whenever they make first subs, Asia actually goes to the 5. So Smith will be out there hanging out at the 4, and Asia will be playing at the 5. So there wouldn't be any overlap.
Okay. Youngin also says Caitlin Clark under 6.5 rebounds.
I thought about it too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, PrizePicks started to get it down to that, but yeah, that's pretty high. I know she's been getting after it, but man, that's high. Yeah, minus 140. Yeah, I'd have to go under that too. I think if there's any player that they are going to specifically try and shit on tonight, it's going to be Caitlin Clark. They're going to try and stop her at all costs.
Oh, for surely, sure, huh? Yeah, and 6.5 on Underdog is actually 0.85. So yeah, get that in on PrizePicks if you like it. The next question is Collier under PRA, 33.5.
Yeah, Collier's, she's interesting now, right?
Yeah.
See, I see PrizePicks already moved her down. She's been living on the line. I mean, living on the line there. And a lot of it's just kind of, so she has a pretty okay first half, which I think is also an interesting look for an under. The first half has been just as sketchy, but just a little less.
Kind of like that. He has been trying to, get those comeback games in the second half.
It's the fourth quarter, dude. Mm-hmm. She went off in the fourth quarter.
They just go to her every time. They're like, well, we needed a bucket. We go to Feezy.
Yeah. And I mean, had she not had another good fourth quarter, she probably would have came up way shorter. So maybe that's kind of better for the full game as opposed to the first half. But I mean, she needs 17 to beat us here in the first half. It's a little bit of a tax in our favor. I kind of like that.
I like that. I do like that. I don't love that, but I like that. I'd play a little bit of that against New York, bro. Whenever you play against New York, I always don't mind the unders.
I would like it even more if Sabrina sits and we get Thornton starting.
Okay. Let's remember that when it happens and get that Collier. That'll be fun. That's a fun one to cheer for. Youngin says Backwoods is lit. And Kennedy Carter over points, 16.5. What do you think about Carter today? She's been on fire.
Yeah, I can get with Carter. I mean, she should have a fairly easy matchup, whoever they put on her.
17 actually now on PrizePicks also.
Yeah, PrizePicks moved it, and they moved her first half too, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think that they would actually take her up to 9 points, and they ended up going with it.
That's high.
Yeah, that's a little steep right here. I still didn't mind the 12 PRA. I mean, she's definitely getting about 4 to 5 RA almost every first half. That one's still appealing. But yeah, the points, I mean, if you can get it 16.5, I get it.
She's 17 on PrizePicks, 17 on Underdog, but still 16.5 on Parlay, and even a better payout than a normal PrizePicks play. So if you like Carter, Parlay play is a good spot. Youngin says Stewie over points. I know you were over her PRA. Do you like the PRA more than the points?
I mean, it honestly kind of feels one and the same. I mean, she's been pretty much clearing one with the other.
Okay, so you're liking Stewie today, obviously, and if Sabrina's out, you're liking it even a little better.
Yeah, just, I mean, not seeing her at practice, that kind of makes me think that she's going to be out. I mean, most of the players and reports that we've got for people not being at practice, most of them have sat. So, I mean, I'm just kind of, I got to lean into fair. Well, I'm out. She's got to soak up some of that.
Yeah, it makes sense. And even if she does play, she's sick, so she might not be the same. She might not play the whole game, whatever. Youngin says Big Dog Asia over 29.5
PA.
Youngin be coming with these plays, huh? We missed you, Youngin, yesterday. You came late yesterday. We didn't know. Our life was not the same. I'm glad you're here early.
29.5 PA, huh? Oof. I don't mind it. I mean, Asia's just been all over the place lately. What's up with her, man?
Asia?
Yeah.
She just had a bad game. Was it just one game, or did she have more than one game off? I thought it was just last game. Hasn't she been balling except for last game? Yeah. One game off.
No, I mean she's balling. She's balling, no doubt. But I mean, her lines have not come back down to earth. I mean,
Gotcha.
geez, like she's just hanging out at this like 27, 26 and a
Well,
half point line.
But look at that, bro. Just go scroll down with that little arrow down that points time. Look at that, 31. Oh, you flipped it. But yeah,
No, yeah.
I mean, look at all those games.
Hey, I get it. I mean, especially we saw this last Indiana matchup last year. She played really well against Indiana as well. Oh my God,
Big dog Asia might go crazy.
She definitely could, and I think that now that they're back at home, that's setting up for a great game script. But
no, when you sigh like that, I get you. I'm right with you, bro. Like, you don't want to play lines that are just reaching a little bit, and there's no reason.
Pass.
We're gonna have times when we're like, seeing plays where we like the actual number instead of liking just the player. We love Asia. We think she's gonna ball, but that number's too high.
yeah, it's just honestly the number value. If I'm gonna chase the point upside, I think the first half is always when they go to her. That's the thing about Vegas. And tonight, even something, if you guys are feeling frisky, the first field goals. I always forget to talk about this, but anytime Asia's at home, there's always a good gamble on this. I mean, they always go to her on the first play.
They know that too with that plus 230, huh?
Yeah, they know this. I mean, you can see the dramatic difference between everyone else. But yeah, Asia, the first half though, I think has a lot of upside here. Her lines are stupid high. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that, but they go to her the most in the first half every time. Oh, PrizePicks actually brought this back down.
Big dog Asia.
God, she's been so bad though. Oh man, it's so hard to bring myself to play a player who has. I mean, some of these matchups are definitely difficult. So, I mean, let's look at Washington. Surprisingly, they've been elite in defending inside the paint. That's actually a really weird metric, but I saw that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. Chicago, a phenomenal matchup. Asia absolutely dominated. Makes sense. Connecticut, Seattle, New York, very tough matchups.
There you go. Indiana, easy matchup.
Yeah, I think Indiana tonight, that could be the one. If I'm going to chase something, it's probably going to be a first half like PRA or first half points or the fantasy, because she can fall into like a bunch of random blocks against Boston and stuff too.
And also, she is 13 flat first half on Underdog, if you like that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about the blowout too. Like I'm not even gonna overlook that at all tonight. I think a blowout is a real thing. Indiana's been playing a lot of games lately, and Vegas is finally back at home now. And
who guards Caitlin today, Jackie?
I'm honestly not sure. With Gray back now, that kind of changes the offense up a little bit.
Oh my gosh, there's so much different with Gray.
Well, I know for sure they're going to trap her. I mean, they're basically going to commit putting the ball into somebody else's hand. So like Christy Wallace, Alyssa Smith, Boston, whatever the case is. They will go to Boston a lot tonight too. I will tell you that right now. That's a soft matchup for Vegas, the on-court matchup. A lot of teams been going head-on at Stokes. I mean, we've seen Stokes averaging like 6 blocks over the last couple games. Some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So do keep that in mind. I mean, they're going to force the ball out of Caitlin's hand. They're going to cut off that three-point line. So also Kelsey Mitchell, I think, could potentially have herself a solid game. We know that Vegas is very soft on the three-point line, and
hopefully the coach and her don't get into an argument, huh? If they get in an argument and she plays 3 minutes in the first half, we're going to be like, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Good call on that, too. That's a whole nother thing. Like, geez, I completely forgot about that. So that's a narrative all in its own right. We could even see Kelsey Mitchell come off the bench. Okay, talk to me here. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No.
After that last game?
No, but the thing is, if you have just an idea of that, just load it up, get it in your queue, get your Kelsey Mitchell unders first half. If she doesn't start, surprisingly, you're ready and you hit the button, you win money.
I mean, like, what's up with this? I mean, her minutes just, last 2 games, because they needed her in the Seattle game, and she just didn't play.
That last game, she played a shitload in the second half, and she went off. So you would think they made up after that. You would think.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know what that beef was, but her and Coach got squashed at.
Yeah. Well, it just, it means one thing when you're coming to props like that.
Pass.
Unless she doesn't start, and then you go under. Right?
Yeah. True that.
Listen to what Youngin says. I had got Angel Reese autograph when I went to the Skyverse Fever game. E?
Oh, that's sick. You hold on to that.
Mike said... Go ahead.
I would get that, like, graded something, like anything.
Something. That's tight. Mike says 7 waiting for Ian Underrated to stop coughing and start the stream, and there's like 7 likes. That's a good ratio. Oh, thanks, Mike. And speaking of likes, guys, we had over 50 yesterday, and we all did pretty damn good. I think that's something now. I really think it's real. We have 26 today so far, which is pretty damn good. We're trying to get to 50, so hit that so we can have good luck on our bets today, please, guys. Youngin says, tell him, Mike, it's real. AOD says, time to get high. AOD read my mind. And make bets. Okay, and now you know how far I am through the questions? This is when we started the stream. That's how far back we are. Ian Warner says, you don't count either. I'm not first. Nobody is. He said, if I'm not first, nobody is. Ian is a poor sport. Sean says, hey, gang, let's cash. What up, Sean? Let's cash, no doubt. Ian Warner says, God damn you, Mike. Ian, I'm just kidding. We love you. Well, I'll ask the first question then. Do we like the MLB taco, he says? Scooble over 4.5 strikeouts. Since there's no Sabrina props, assuming she's out, do we like Laney, Jonquel, and Stewie overs more?
Yeah, we definitely like the Scooble prop. I think that's a very solid one for us for PrizePicks. And with Sabrina, I mean, obviously we're waiting on that. I think, like I said, the ripple down effect is going to be somewhere between like Stewie, Laney. Obviously Vandersloot will kind of fill in wherever, mostly just on the playmaking duties. But as far as the shooting upside, I mean, it's definitely going to be between like Stewie, JJ, Laney, and then sprinkle whoever. We're doing a little swag check here real fast. So I will say Miss Thornton definitely coming in. She is feeling herself today, dressing in whatever her little sexy outfit. So
swag check, he says. Okay.
If she might be starting, she's gonna come out balling.
Yeah, she probably is.
And Stewie rocking the all leather and a green
jersey. Why don't you throw them up on the screen so we can see? No, you can't do it.
Nah. Well, we're not gonna cross that and make sure no strikes, monetizations, all that fun stuff.
Well, Ian also likes Dolson's over first half PRA, so yeah, we're on that. Okay, we are at that time. E, are you ready for the movie trivia? That's the question.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, get ready. Okay, E, trivia time from 1989. Person 1. It's Japanese. Knox. How do you know? Person 1. Because I bought it in Japan.
That I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I got nothing for this one.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously? Not even going to take a guess? Take a guess. You have to guess. At least guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right.
Wow.
The answer is Batman, bro. Batman. Boo. AOD says hit your bowls. AK says carts on the side, brother.
Like button.
Oh, hit those bowls. Hit them like buttons. Nice one. Good one. I like that. Nathan, what up, fam? AOD says we're all D-Gens united as one. Yes, we are. Youngin says Asia going off tonight. E, trust me, I'll talk to her. Wait a minute. Youngin got Reese's autograph and talks to Asia. Youngin, you are him. Just Cash, coach says. Just Cash. What up, big coach? Who came up with that name, Just Cash? Coach DFS says, what's some good fantasy scores for today? Fantasy scores.
Fantasy.
We don't like those.
See, Ace just got her lines are going back down, man. I'm telling y'all. So, let's just talk about the Aces as a whole tonight, because this is something that I think we need to kind of get reacquainted with from last year. Like, anytime this team
before you go,
strength,
don't lose that thought. But I'm just telling you, we have a lot of questions and we have 10 minutes to go. So go ahead.
Yeah, just
Go ahead.
General statement right now. They still have all the lines very appropriate. Like, they're all taxed up and juiced. I mean, you can see there's a lot of juice on the unders here, except for the two guards here. Asia's super high. I would chill on her for a second. Her lines will go back down.
Okay,
The fantasy scores here real fast, just as a whole. I mean, there wasn't too many that were really, really standing out. Stewie, I like this one. JJ, this one felt pretty adequate. Just need her to shoot the ball. I don't know what's going on with that. Clark, under fantasy, I think we could take a stab at that. And there's one other. And Courtney Williams, man. I don't know. I know this last the Commissioner Cup game. Obviously, she played like 30-something minutes, and that looked great, and she did her thing. But right back into like nothing happened these last two games. I mean, she just is not playing minutes. She's not playing in the second half. Anytime Heidemann gets hot, I mean, she just is not playing in the game. So, honorable mention at least for her, especially on the road.
I wish I could just rewind what you just did and play it again. That was so funny. You flipped to her and saw the 5 lines, and right when you saw the last two games, you went. That was funny. You started beatboxing on her.
Little fraudster. I mean, y'all know I love me some Courtney Williams, and we played the hell out of her in the beginning of the season, but like, I just don't get it. Even last game, like this would make you even more upset to go back and look at it. She did play 27 minutes and just didn't do anything.
I don't get upset. I start laughing. Dirty Reg 22 says, "What y'all got on the Sky vs Dream tonight?"
I got this guy picking up the W here. They still got Aerial Powers out and Ryan Howard out for Atlanta. I think Atlanta is still going to try and figure it out. They're going to lean a lot on Tina Charles, and Chicago, full strength. They got everyone back, and they're looking good.
Makes sense, yeah. If you got to lean on Tina, something's wrong. Three Kings says, Lainey Hamilton return has JJ production down. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's true. But will JJ shoot today, like you said? And Minnesota's kind of tough, too, so I don't know. JJ's tough. Big Two says, bingo! What up, Big Two? Three Kings also says, enjoyed the stream yesterday, so I'm back. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Glad you're back.
Hey, appreciate it.
Big Two says, any spread and total love. Need a bingo parlay nuke. Hopefully he saw what you did earlier. Unless you want to go over it real quick.
No, it's on the screen right here.
Okay. Andre Reed of the Buffalo Bills says, I got one for you, E. Actually, two. Feezy under 19.5 points and Courtney over 9.5 points, I'm assuming.
Is Courtney at 9.5?
10.
See, yeah, 10. Is she on the books?
Man, those Feezy unders first half that you found, PRA, I'm not forgetting that one.
Yeah. And definitely, man, I get the feeling Sabrina's going to sit. They're going to start Thornton. Who's it looking for? Courtney. Oh, yeah, 9.5. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go down that road, I totally get it. It's a low-hanging fruit to sweat, and she could get there, but I don't know. Last time, 7? How many did she have in the other game?
Did you just say the 3 words? The IDK?
I'm looking here real fast because I couldn't remember. Oh, yeah, she barely got over that with 11, and that was 32 minutes. Nah, we got past on that. First half, if anything. She's most active in the first half.
Three Kings says Bonner failed the 3-leg parlay. Remember the 3-leg yesterday? It was Jewel, Copper, and Bonner. I remember. Jewel and Copper came through, and Bonner.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Bonner lately. Just watching life go on by.
John Lee says, do you guys like Hamby over PRA or PR today? We've talked zero about that game today. What do you think about Hamby?
I really want to like Hamby. I want to like them. But as I mentioned kind of briefly earlier, I don't know how, but in some way, somehow, Washington has been the best interior defense so far. They've been better. They've jumped past Vegas and Connecticut for interior defense. So I want to like it. I want to like Hambo. I think her scoring upside and rebounding upside is pretty solid, but these metrics, that's a little scary.
Yeah. And like check, guys, we really need more likes today, guys. Our bets are going to be poo-poo if we don't get to that 50. We're at 30, 32, 31. AOD says, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I don't know what that means. That sounds like life.
No, it's a quote. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Oh, okay. You got in with that. I like that. Three King says, Collier also had a slight wrist injury. She made it through the sky, but Liberty are no sky.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she picked up that injury, I think 2 games ago. And we kind of saw it, a little bit, especially this last game. And this is another problem with Minnesota as a whole. They have 5 capable scorers now. I mean, we've seen Carlton. We've seen, literally every single one of them. And it's kind of weird. I mean, Carlton, they dramatically lowered her lines. She started at 11.5 points or 11 points last night, and they bumped her all the way down to 9.5. So we're playing with some fire there. I mean, she was damn near the MVP of the Cup game. I mean, she dropped 23 on them. So I don't know if I want to mess with that.
Yeah. Ari McDonald under points?
Yeah, we were talking about that last game. Like I swear she's allergic to shooting from 3. I don't know what's going on. She still can't do it.
Now, I know we didn't talk about the Sparks much today, but who's out? Is Lexi out?
Yeah, Lexi's still out. Clarendon was going to be back. And
Clarendon's back, okay.
And they said Azra Stevens is starting to ramp up. She's going to be back after the Olympic break.
So they got Talbot and they got Rakia. You liked Rakia though, and I kind of like that too. Do we think she's going to get her minutes today?
I'm thinking so. At least the coach is going to give her another chance because they did go with Talbot in the starting 5 this last time. I don't know why. She's been playing 30-plus the last 3 games and doing absolutely nothing this last game in the starting 5. He might switch her up again. We could see Clarendon possibly starting or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to shake out. This coach has been super weird. But, yeah, Miss Jackson, they got to play her more. I mean, she's looked phenomenal for this team. She's been a scorer. She's been a rebounder. She just needs the minutes. She just needs the minutes. That's all, coach. That's all we're asking for here.
Yeah, because the lines are low. The lines are very attainable for her. 7.5 first half on Underdog still, too.
Oh, nice. Yep, even better.
Okay. Ty says, what's up, my guys? Bridget Carlton, 9.5. She got bumped down right after you talked about old Bridget. Youngin says, I'm going to jump in this Discord. Youngin, see? Try to tell Youngin. Try to say, hey, Youngin, you want to win this contest? You got an unfair chance if you're in the Discord. You get notifications right when the stream's about to be up. Oh, my gosh. You'll be number 1 in no time. Futon Bet says, Lynx money line. Fever plus, and the dog loves the Fever, I guess. Fever plus 13.5 and the Lynx money line. What do you think about those? Those are like the opposite of what you're thinking. You versus Futon today.
I know. Was it plus 13? Yeah, I mean, the plus 13, I get that just because it is such a high line. Like, that totally makes sense. I don't know. Something's telling me that Minnesota chokes tonight. I got that feeling. They got the cup game on them. And didn't they even win
Revenge.
The first game? Have they played once or twice? Here, let me see. Yeah, they played twice. There's no way they're losing 3 times to Minnesota. No, I cannot believe that. I cannot. Not a
Okay.
third time. Not 2 times at home. Definitely not 2 times at home.
Okay. What do you think about Atkins? AK says Atkins lines. Anything about Atkins you feeling today? If you reach into the no.
No, I mean she's been so sketchy on the road. She's like night and day anytime from her home road splits. I mean, maybe the fantasy because the Sparks give up a lot of blocks and steals, but her overall just lack of shooting the ball, like that's been a concern all season. I mean, she's just taking a backseat to everyone at every time.
TJ says Jordan Canada. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, I was just gonna say, I mean, she just like the scoring efficiency has been so bad like all year.
What do you think about Jordan Canada? 6 assists. TJ says.
At 6,
I want 5.5.
yeah, it's. I mean, it's not a good matchup by any means. I think Chicago's bottom. Oh, maybe they've been allowing a little bit more. Okay, so they moved all the way from bottom to, I mean, slightly above bottom. It's not a bad spot just because she is such a dominant playmaker, but I mean, we're asking for the teammates to make buckets, and that's been kind of a sweat.
Christopher Singleton says, if Sabrina doesn't play, how do you feel about Courtney Williams' PRA? And it rhymed. And 19.5.
I mean, Courtney Williams, that's not really going to affect her much. If you want to go there, I get it, but she's just not playing the consistent minutes.
And it's 20.5 on Underdog.
No.
That's 20.5 on PrizePicks too. Okay. Youngin says, "Listen, E, trust me." That's what Youngin says to you. 3 times.
Hey, I mean, Asia definitely might go off. I'm not doubting her at home.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw maybe a half a unit on that, if that.
I'll cheer for you guys. 3 times says, "What up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. What's your favorite DK play for today?" 3 time has 3 smiley faces in the comment. I love it. I like Tina Charles points. Good luck, smiley face.
Yep. I like Tina a whole lot today. I mean, Chicago's given up the 3rd most points in the paint, and it's a good spot for her. She dropped 22 on them in the first game.
Okay.
It's all the way up to minus 140 now, so I mean that does kind of stink, but yep, it's a good bet.
Now, what was her points yesterday when you posted it? You posted it right away. You also posted the 3.5 first quarter points on Underdog, right?
Yeah, they bumped pretty much everything. I mean, it was so the original point line was 14.5. The first half was 7.5, which she's all the way up to 8.5 now. That's crazy. And Underdog had her first half at 7 points, and then the first quarter at 3.5.
Okay.
And all that's bumped.
Now think about this. When things bump, real quick, when things bump, say a 13.5 bumps to a 14. Oh, well, I mean, it's something. When something bumps from a 21 to a 21.5, it's like, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. When something bumps from 3.5 to 4, like her first quarter points, that's like a taco, bro. That means you got a taco yesterday. That's 25% off. She needs 5 points instead of 4. Plus, it's 2 buckets. 2 buckets, that's all you needed for that 3.5. Being in the Discord is money. I don't know. If someone's watching the stream and not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing. You must be really busy. You're missing out.
Yeah, they're moving lines fast as soon as the board hits. I mean, you get
got
like
it.
30-minute stops.
Yeah, and right when you see the board, you're on. It doesn't matter if there's another WNBA game on or some other thing you're doing or eating. You better put down your food because E's about to be posting when the board pops up. It's dope. Anthony says, I took Sabrina Ionescu over 18.5 points and Atlanta Smith over 5.5 boards. 2 most popular plays at the time. Nuke the under. So
yeah, the Alana one, that one felt like a super trap. I'm right there with you. I was looking at that. I mean, she was just 4.5 the other day when we were playing her, and needing 5 to win, like I understand that, but needing 6 to win now, I mean, we're talking a whole different ball game. It's a big difference in the hit rating. So that's 8 out of 18 games. So yeah, I mean, 40% and some change, whatever the numbers are on that. It's a big difference. And again, I mean, if so for her especially. So let's take a scenario into play here. If we have Sabrina's out, Brianna's going to have the increased usage, and that means increase also for JJ. Now, if Alana gets into early foul trouble, I mean, that is cooked. You talk about cooked. They're going to go to the Dorka off the bench, and they're going to play her way more than that. So definitely keep that in mind.
That's bumping to 5.
Yeah.
That's already 5, actually. That's 5 on Underdog and 5 on PrizePicks. If you can get that under 5.5, that's dope. Because also, Dorka's been back. And so when you're looking at the 8-18, I mean, I bet you most of those games are when Dorka was out. Dorka plays a lot of minutes. Yeah. I've been noticing they play her a lot in the fourth quarter, too. So.
Yeah.
The under for Atlanta sounds good. 3 King says, Fever, give it up to pick and roll ball handler. Loving me some Jackie Young tonight. We haven't talked about Jackie today.
Yeah, real fast, just kind of, for a Vegas breakdown, their usage from last game was Jackie, Asia, and then, kind of sprinkle in between like Plum actually Plum was pretty far down the list. It was really weird to see her not really doing anything, but the clear-cut favorites is going to be Jackie and Asia. Even Gray, she didn't even have a 20% usage rating. She just shot really efficient from the field.
What was up with Plum last game?
She just didn't want to play. She just wanted to be a point guard and pass the ball to everyone. But the Vegas is highly on her today specifically. So they pulled her threes made earlier, and I think her points got bumped. Yeah, yep. She got bumped up already. So Vegas is definitely feeling her and Jackie right now. Wilson, I would hold off on. They're gonna bump this back down.
Ian Warner says, any combo props we like?
Not too many. I mean, they were kind of stingy with them today, to be honest. But the Reese and Tina was kind of interesting. Reese is pretty jacked up right now. Okay, they did bring her back down to 12-5, so that's not that bad. The assist combo. Now the Clark and Gray, I think this one is very appealing. Gray, she's still been playmaking. She's still been dominating, actually rocking like a 33% or more assist rating in the 2 games back. So I think there is a normalcy for her that we could see here. But again, I'm a little worried about the blowout. But this one I didn't mind for an over. And then one last one was a point combo. See, they just keep pulling all of them, man. They're not even left there. Yeah, that's about it then. I mean, they just pulled all the other ones. They're not even up there.
What was the other point combo you were liking?
Well, I mean, I wasn't even liking, just a consideration, but I think it was Sabrina and somebody else. Sabrina was in a lot of different ones.
Okay. Let's see. Ian Warner says Tina Charles over 24 PR. Yeah, Tina Charles.
Oh, yeah.
You like her today? Youngin says Laney over 12.5 points. Laney points with Sabrina if Sabrina's out. And then Ian says Laney over fantasy. So we can lump those together. Ian and Youngin on the same play. Isn't that fun? Ian and Youngin coming together. Truce.
I don't mind Laney. I mean, if you can find her fantasy, I think that one's pretty interesting. The points are appealing. I almost want to like take her PR, if anything. But let's see. Yeah, so they are favoring that. What's her? Just want to look at these odds real fast for say yay or nay. Yeah, okay, yeah. The PR, we're getting good value on that. So I'd probably land with the PR. I'm kind of surprised they bumped their rebounds up from 4.5 to 5, but yeah, I can get behind that.
Youngin says Jackie Young props.
Yep, points fantasy maybe, but she's really only been shooting the ball. The RA has gone way down. This is going down with a bullet.
With Chelsea.
So, over that, under that.
3 King says love Laney if Sabrina sits.
Yeah.
Yeah? You liking Laney?
So, I mean, Laney she doesn't directly benefit from a lot, like just overall. I mean, she'll shoot the ball a little bit more, but I'm curious to see again who the other starting player is going to be. That kind of makes a difference. Laney is coming back from that knee injury, so I mean, do keep that in mind. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
we
look at
should
that!
see-
Look at that minutes limit.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
The I mean, this was that little stretch where we had some of those players out, and she was still kind of getting there, but kind of struggling too. So I get it, but it's not a great 3-point matchup for her. If she's getting her kind of extra sauce, it's going to be from the 3-point line. And Minnesota, very, very strict on that. I mean, we saw this first game, she absolutely crapped the bed.
Ew. Big Two says over or under on Aces total.
Probably over for that one. Yeah.
Three King says Atlanta first half points.
Yeah, if you can still find it at 5.5, I like that. At 6 now, that we need 7, that's kind of pushing it. I would probably stick with the PRA. Yeah, the PRA.
Okay.
Oh, see, this is weird. Hold on, real fast. So they bumped her points up. They left that there. They had her PRA at 11. This went back down, and her fantasy was all the way up to 15.5. And this actually went all the way back down to 14.5. This is what they opened with. So a little bit of weird movement, folks. I mean, keep an eye out on this. Vegas is not wrong that often. We see line movement coming back the other way.
She is also 10 flat PRA first half on Underdog. You like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Andre Reed, formerly of the Buffalo Bills, says Aaliyah Boston under points and Jackie Young over points. What do you think? I'm just trying to contribute. Hashtag
Hey.
Let's Cash. Appreciate you, big Andre.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, Boston under points, I think is appealing just because of her home road splits are so atrocious. But and it is a tough matchup. I mean, technically it is a tough matchup, but a lot of teams lately, they've been attacking Kia Stokes down low, and they've been coming at her pretty early. So I think there's an interesting under to be had, but also, I mean, if she's coming out hot, then they're just going to feed her.
He goes on to say, does the higher minus mean it's not going to hit or more likely to hit?
So whichever way the minus is going, the higher the minus total means it is favored in that direction, and then the plus is the underdog. So in this scenario, like the field is betting on New York, and then Minnesota is the underdogs.
And the higher the number, the more probability is that it's going to happen, right? Minus 205 would be a lot. It's basically just showing you the payout and what they're giving you, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's more necessarily like the more or less likely that something's going to hit, but it is something good to know. Like, you don't want to be coming in with this Indiana fever being like, hey, they've been really good. I think they're going to win this game, so let me do this plus 600. That would be crazy talk. Unless you knew something was up, then good on you. But typically, it kind of helps you gauge how right or how wrong you should be feeling.
Ian Warner says, just join the Discord, looking to make some money. Look at this. You see what it took? Ian and Youngin joined the Discord today because Mike's in the Discord and he jumped in and said first. They're like, all right, Mike, I'm coming into this. That's what it's got to be. You guys are funny. Three Kings says, Tina Charles double plus 170.
Oh, I like that. That's a spicy line.
So there you go. The plus 170. That means if you bet $10, you're winning 17. That's what that means. Plus 170. So do you think Tina Charles is going to get a double and pay you plus 170? How do you feel about that? That means you take it or you don't take it. But plus 170 is telling you, what do I want to do? Ian says, Ian and Youngin, the dynamic duo. I can't wait to see Ian and Youngin in the Discord today. Big Two says Lynx plus 4.5, Sky minus 1, Indy plus 13.5, and Sparks minus 2. That's a bingo, Big E? Talk to me. That's what he said. He said, that's a bingo? Question mark. Talk to me.
The Lynx plus 5. Now that one is kind of interesting. Let's see. Indy plus 13. Yeah, so the Sparks, I can get behind that. Indy, man, Indy. Oh my goodness, Indy. Can they hang around here? I'm nervous for that one. I'm really nervous. Vegas at full strength, back at home. That is one dangerous team, man.
Pass.
But yeah, everything else I can get behind. I would say, I think honestly, for Minnesota, I would even consider this first half at 2.5. They should be able to keep it pretty close. If we're not pacing here, I'd be a little bit afraid of that second half.
Kenny G says, Kenny G, that's a tight name. Mabry, PRA, or points? Do you like either of those?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about her at all. Ever since Carter's been around, Mabry's like,
I'm on the team too, guys. Can you like pass me the ball or something? Like really, like come on, guys.
She's been, I mean, an interesting piece of this offense. I mean, really taking a back seat to everyone. I did see that her points also bumped up. She was at 13.5. It's a decent matchup. I'm curious who's going to guard her today. If they're going to leave Alicia Gray, or if they're going to play her with whoever else. She's just been so up and down. It's hard to trust her, and the RA especially. Like, this is all over the place.
Jay says, I like C will assists at 5 flat. Also eyeing her RA. Thoughts?
It's okay. I mean, if she plays closer to 27, 28 minutes, I mean, she's been getting about 5 assists, but the matchups that are good for it. I mean, Dallas was a phenomenal, Phoenix was a phenomenal matchup, and she couldn't get there. She got there against the New York game, but I mean, that was in 32 minutes. And Atlanta, it's a pretty good matchup for that too. So I don't know. That second half rotation has just been all over the place for her.
She's actually 5.5 on Underdog too. So that 5 is decent value, I guess. TJ says, under McBride fantasy or two different questions. Under McBride fantasy and also under Mabry PRA.
Yeah, McBride's an interesting under today. You know, she's struggled a lot lately, and she let us down, in that Dallas matchup recently. But yeah, bad home road splits for her. Very streaky shooter. Again, going to be kind of subject to the matchup. I would like to see, I think that'll work out even better if Sabrina's out because of her. McBride plays at the 2 spot. If they do, in fact, slide Laney down to the 2, I would like that, because she'll probably cover McBride, but again, we just don't know right now.
All right, guys, we're at a 37 likes. We're behind right now in the fourth quarter, guys. We need 13 likes to win the game. If you guys can go crazy right now, we can get 13 more likes before we're done here in a minute. You guys are champions, and we're all going to win today, so hit the like if you can. I know it's hard. I know your thumb might be hurting a little bit, or your finger, whatever you use. Just do that real quick. It's easy, guys. Sabrina says, we need 50 to win, guys. We got to win the game. Sabrina over 18.5 points. So Sabrina might not be playing. Wemby.
Yeah, I don't think she's playing.
Big 2 says, is Ryan Howard back yet?
No. Right?
I don't think so.
Her and Powers are still out.
Okay. CJ says Canada assists. Oh, I always love Canada's assists, but they're high. 6 though. And you don't like this.
Yeah,
you don't like the matchup.
It's an okay matchup. I mean, it's nothing crazy.
6. Dang it, man. What is it? 5.5 on books with juice, or is it 6.5 under juice?
I think it was. I was thinking it was 6.5. Honestly, yeah, 6.5. No, thank you.
All right. Well, that's the rest of the questions. We are at an hour 18 in, and we're at 40 likes, guys. We need 10 more to win the game, but hey, can't win them all. Wemby says JJ over 9.5 rebounds. Big 2 says Chicago -1.
-1. What's the Yeah, I guess for the slightly better payout. Yeah, that makes sense. Basically the same thing. This will probably move to 1.5, just so they sure up this. But yeah, I mean, one of the same here.
If Atlanta loses to Chicago, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. I don't care if they're at home or not.
All right, I think that was the end of our questions, right?
It is, except for JJ rebounds. If you want to touch on that a little bit, pause.
Oh, super pause. Yeah, I like it. She had a double digit in the 2 games that they played against him. A lot of it's going to be, coming off of seeing Feezy down at the 5 on the way back on offense. It's it's pretty high, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's definitely on up there. I mean, we need her to get a double-double, basically. If you can find her RA line, even, I would consider that over just a straight-up rebounds. But, man, that's high. That's high. Let's see. Yeah, see, this even came back down, too. Both of them looking like the unders. Nah, I'd probably pass on it. I mean, she could probably get there, and I wouldn't be surprised, but
Pass.
nothing warm and fuzzy. Yeah.
Matt P says, hopping in late. Did we win? Hell yeah, we won, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
And we missed you. Are we done, E? I think we're done. We got 40 minutes to go put in some more plays. Find some more value.
Yep, I think we're going to be done. We're going to call it on that one. So JJ's only hit that in 7 of 19 games. So just to give you a little heads up there. Yeah, fam, we appreciate it as always. We're going to have a busy day today. 4 games, obviously. Tomorrow, just 1 game. So we're going to have light work. It'll be easy stream. We'll probably just do a big Q&A. Make sure you get in that Discord, though. Again, while it's free, you guys hop in there. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit that like and sub on the way out so you don't miss whenever we do go live. And yeah, underrated, man. I appreciate you as well. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow.
Peace out.